Welcome back, fishing fam. Today I'm installing my Rite Hite Turret onto my Ultrex. You guys are going to be viewing me from a time-lapse video. I'm going to be stopping and giving you kind of detailed instructions on how my install is going and give you any warning signs. So hopefully you enjoy. First thing is I got to uninstall my old Garmin mount off of the Ultrex, kind of get it out of the way, and then I will start preparing to install the actual Rite Hite mount. Couple tips here. If you're using a razor blade to cut off your electrical tape, make sure you're extremely careful not to damage the livescope cable itself or any other cables that you have going down your trolling motor shaft. The next step here, since I already have the livescope cable loose here, is we're going to be mounting the actual Rite Hite. Now the Rite Hite has 3 mounting screws locations here, and they all go recessed, where the livescope mount, not the livescope, the Mega 360 mount has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can get away with undoing 3 of these bolts and not having to undo this. This is designed to go below the Mega 360 mount, so it doesn't go on top, it goes below it. All right, round 2 of time-lapsing. So as you can tell in time lapse, I did have a little bit of trouble. First tip is go ahead and remove the Mega 360 shaft. Super easy, 3 bolts, lay it on the deck, get it out of your way. Easier access to your bolts back here. Second tip is to start all 3 of those bolts before countersinking any of them. Otherwise they get in a bind and they don't like to start very well. So go ahead and start all 3 of those. And then the third thing, it's not really a tip, but more of a warning. This polymer block here does fit snugly against the 360 mounting plate. So just a warning there. I would probably start up here tightening before starting tightening down here. Next steps to go ahead is we're going to install the livescope transducer. We're going to run the cable. I use electrical tape. Do not use zip ties. It will ruin your cable eventually. Maybe not the first trip, but maybe the 100th trip. You don't want to be replacing these. They are very costly. So we're going to install that. I probably should go ahead and tell you exactly what I'm going to do. You're going to need the shaft mount for the livescope system. In this case, you need the livescope side. You also need the 3 screws or 4 screws that come in the livescope kit. And then you'll need the 4 screws that come in the Rite Hite kit. So all I'm going to do is basically bolt it on and have a good time. As you can see, I kind of got everything back in order, taped up and temporarily installed. Check some clearances on the Mega 360 shaft. We're good there against the prop. Had to lower it down because that's kind of where the livescope transducer likes to live. Not sure about the clearance right now between the Mega 360 and the LVS 34. We're going to check that out once I get it powered up. So first I got to go find some power. I got a battery or 2 over here. I can probably just hook up before I actually do a final wiring, but I do want to see it work before I go much further. Okay, so this is exactly why you want to kind of do a test fit before you go out in the field and run it. Let's see, we go all the way this way. No contact with the Mega 360. We actually have some space there. But we go back this way and we slightly touch. Now I do have a little bit further down I can go with the 360 head unit, so that's what I'm going to do real quick. Now let's try it again after I've adjusted it. They do cross, but they don't hit. And just like that, we have a pretty good performing unit. I think I am going to experiment to see which side it works better on. It came with a mount on the other side, but with the LVS32, you have, it looks like another transducer here to sense the surface of the water. So it works better this way, or the other way it doesn't work as well because it's facing down. So I spent the last 20 minutes trying to figure out why the dead zone of the 270 degrees is in this vicinity. And I was kind of disappointed. I was like, hey, why can't I look to the left and back so much? But those guys at Rite Hite, they're pretty smart. They don't want you to hit your 360 unit. So to give you an example, I'm looking to the left, boom, it stops before we hit the 360 head. And if we go all the way to the right, it's going to be the same situation. Boom. Once again, those guys at Rite Hite, they kind of got it figured out. I thought that was pretty neat. I was trying to figure out if I needed to drill another hole through the mount plate, but that's precisely why they put it where it is. I decided not to do the electrical portion on video. As you can see, the thing operates correctly. You just need to find a 12-volt source up here at the bow. I'm going to connect it to my Garmin unit's power source. It shouldn't pull too many amps. I'm not too worried about it. If you're curious about why I picked Rite Hite, you should check out this video here. I'll give you all the reasons why I picked it out. And over here, if you're curious about how it came and the unboxing of it, here it is as well. So just like always, until next time, see you later, fishing fam.